because I have absolutely no way of knowing if you can hear it. So just let me know if you do, if you hear a bunch of sound in the microphone. Y'all, I'm actually sitting here tired tonight. I don't know why. I really don't have any good reason to be tired, honestly, that I can think of. Although last night, I guess I didn't sleep fabulous. Well, I mean, it wasn't bad, really. Last night was the first night that I had that tent thing, that mosquito net tent that goes over the bed, that I got primarily to try to keep Poppy from rocket launching off of my face, which he didn't do last night, but he was trying to figure out how to get in, so he kept like wanting to climb on it. So I kept waking up a lot or having a hard time going to sleep to start off with, because he kept wanting to climb up on it and everything, and I'm just like, oh God. Well, hello, Leah. I'm glad you made it. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I can see the reflection of this tablet in the refrigerator. Hi. Oh gosh. Well, I'm glad it's Friday too then. Yeah, I was just sitting here talking about the that mosquito net tent thing that I had on the bed last night. He didn't jump off of my face or anything, but he kept trying to climb on it and trying to figure out how to get in. So what I ended up doing was kind of propping up the end of it where my feet are, which that's kind of a dangerous place too, but I kind of propped it up a little bit at the end of it so that he could just kind of come in and go out through there, because he does like to get up in the bed sometimes and sleep for a while when he's not, running around like a maniac. So anyway, so we'll see. I mean, first night was okay. I kind of slept all right. I was kind of like, it took me a minute to sort of get used to the fact that I had this thing over me, but at least with it being mosquito net, the fans could still, come through, um, and I was able to have my tablet in there, kind of propped up on the side, because I've got my tablet, in a stand. Well, if I did, though, he would just sit there and cry and scream and dig his way, try to dig his way out of that. So it just would be a nightmare. So I just know that once he got to a point where he knew that he didn't have to stay in that pet tent, then he did not want to have to go back in there. Once he came out into the big world, and saw what that was like, he didn't want to go back in it. Let me know something real quick. Let me know if you can hear the fan blowing into the microphone on this thing, because I can't tell if it is or not. Oh God, speak of the devil. So I'm hoping that it's not too bad anyway. The fan, I hope it's not blowing in there, but it's just, it's too hot to turn it down. But I could change the angle if it's blowing in the microphone. And tonight I haven't decided yet what I'm having for my little snack. I got a couple of things to pick from this time, so I've just got to decide which one I'm in the mood for. Because I do kind of want something. Okay, good. I'm glad. Because it's at a good angle as far as like how it feels. So I'd like to keep it there if I can, at least for now. But I may be moving around since I'm probably going to be getting my little snack soon. So I got a piece of that blueberry cheesecake that really teeny tiny little piece of cheesecake. But I also got another one of those little pies. Like I had the apple pie. Well, I got another apple pie, but I also got one that's like a mixed berry or something. I don't know. I'm really not in the mood to have to fix that one, I don't think. I think I'm going to go the easy route and just do the cheesecake. I know it does sound good. I mean, it's been tempting to have it because I'm curious to try it. But I actually bought that cheesecake yesterday because I was thinking, well, I'll get this for my stream. But then I saw those pies when I went to 7-Eleven today. So I thought, well, I'll get these in case I change my mind on what I want. Yeah, I feel like I'm talking all weird tonight. My S's seem weird because my teeth hurt. And here I am talking about eating cheesecake and stuff. No, I didn't say assemble it. I don't know what I said, but I don't think I said assemble it. No, I just don't feel like dealing with it. I don't feel like having to, because I don't just like open it up and eat it out of the package, and I don't microwave it. I actually have to put it in the oven and warm it up and let it get kind of crispy on the outside, which is just more trouble than I really want to go through. Because I don't know why. I just feel really tired tonight. I think it's probably because I was going to take a nap this afternoon and then I never did. I ended up doing other stuff, and so I just never got around to taking my nap that I was going to. Oh, no. Well, fix it just means heating it up in the oven. And I just feel lazy tonight. I don't feel like dealing with it. I mean, there were things I was going to do today that I was like really wanting to get done, and I never did. Like today, I was going to like take everything out of the bathroom and do like a deep clean in the bathroom and stuff, and kind of reorganize some things in there and things like that. And I just never did. But I did get on my errands. Ooh, that sounds yummy. Yeah, that sounds good. And I've been thinking about making some of those brownies again, but I don't have any eggs, so I can't make that. Plus, that's more hassle than what I'd want to do tonight anyway. I'm telling you, I'm tired. I don't know how long this stream is going to end up being. And Tan Man said he's going to be late, but not too late. Well, I hope he's not, because I don't know how long I'm going to be on here for. Because I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like I want to lay down and just like get comfortable and fall asleep, even though it's way too early. Because that's my problem. If I go to bed too early, I will wake up and I'll be thinking, I'll wake up and I'll be wide awake like it's time to get up. And I'll look at the clock and it'll be like 11:30 at night. And I'm going, I've only been asleep for a couple of hours. Oh God, that sounds so good. That sounds yummy. I love chocolate. I love brownies. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get me some eggs so I can make some more of those little uh, air fryer brownies. Keeping an eye on Oscar. He had a dang baby gecko earlier. I was like, ugh. I know. Well, see, I like to take a nap if it's early enough in the afternoon. Then I'm usually okay, so I can still get to bed at a decent hour. But today, I just never got to it at all. Every time I thought I was going to lay down, something would distract me, and then I would be back up again and doing something. I'd hear the dang roosters out there wanting something to eat, so I'd have to go get them fed, and lightning wanting to come in, and just always something. Yeah, and it can with me too at times, but sometimes I just have to because if I'm like really tired. Uh-oh. I'm sorry. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Like now. Um, but yeah, in the afternoon, if I'm really tired, if I don't lay down, I'm just miserable. But a lot of times I get messed up because I'll lay down and then I'm thinking, oh gosh, it's getting close to time that Linda might come on to do her live stream. And so then I can't get to sleep very well because I'm like wanting to keep checking to see if she's on. I kept checking today and I never did see her, but with my luck, she'll start streaming like any minute now. Oh man. Yeah, well, me. Oh, oh God. I am really sorry. Seriously. Yeah, I had some other people in the stream and they left, so they're probably like, yeah, this is putting me to sleep right now. This is boring as hell. I don't have a whole lot of exciting stuff to talk about. I don't know. Did you see my video? I can't remember now who actually saw. I don't know who may have seen my video yesterday. Can't remember if you did. I think Green Rose did, but they cut or they took down. They didn't cut down. They pulled them out of the ground. Those beautiful palm trees across the street. Oh, I was so upset. My view has changed. And that was the very thing that I love to sit and look at out the window, besides my own yard area, that I do like to look at that. But I loved looking at those palm trees. Man, it was so heartbreaking. And I left out a ton of video. I actually recorded like the majority of what they were doing over there. But if I had put all that video in my video yesterday, that thing would have been at least an hour long. I mean, I had to cut out a lot. Yeah, but see, the thing is the palm trees that they took down are not like those palm trees. They're unlike any palm trees I've ever seen in my life. And we actually do have some in our yard, but I don't really see them because they're in the front part and I never really go in there. That's the cat's room. So it's like I'm always in this part of the house. So I was able to look at the ones across the street. But these are totally different palm trees. So, that's the thing. It's like, I love all palm trees. I think they're all beautiful. But these were just so unique because they have these really big, full uh, palm fronds or whatever you want to call them. I don't even know if you call those palm fronds because of the way that they just, they're amazing. They are just amazingly beautiful palm trees. And they produce something. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I can't remember now what it is. Some kind of like oil or something. They have these like, they look kind of like berries, but they're bigger than that. I know what I see. I've always loved palm trees ever since I was a little girl, but I didn't have any where I lived growing up. I mean, I never, lived in a place that had them, but I always loved them and I always wanted to live somewhere that had them. And I did technically when I lived in California, but I swear it was like everywhere I lived in California, I didn't really see that many palm trees. So I didn't ever really feel like I really got to experience them. So I'm really glad that I do have some around here. Oh, wow. Yeah, I love them. I know years and years ago, I had gone with a boyfriend I had at the time, and we went to, I think it was, I think it was, God, was it Arizona? I can't remember where it was. We went, I can't remember now. I won the dang trip. I won a trip to see my favorite hockey team playing in another state. And we had gone to whatever state it was. I think it might have been Arizona, but I can't remember now. And no, I've never been to Disney. Um, but wherever this was, there were palm trees, and I just remember I like went up and I hugged a palm tree because I was so happy to see one. I was just like, oh my god, because I just loved it. But at least with that one yesterday, the main one that I always looked at, because it was the one that was front and center, like right there, the biggest one. That was the one that had been loaded up into the truck yesterday when I was coming back from my errands, and I had to go right past it. And so I just took that opportunity to reach up and touch it, because I was like, well, I'm finally getting to touch the beautiful green part that I always stare at. You know, that was what I was always looking at and admiring. And I got to actually touch it, which I never would have done before because the thing was so gigantic and it was huge. So I never would have had that chance to have touched it until yesterday. But I'd rather have the opportunity to just keep looking at it every day. Oh well. So yeah, that's what's been going on around here. And oh my gosh, I don't know what's been wrong with me this week, but I have not skated. Have you been skating? I don't know what has been wrong with me. I've been wanting to skate every day. I want to do it, and every day I've not done it. Well, see, and that's part of what I ended up cutting out of the video because, like I said, I recorded like probably, I don't know, it could have been 2 hours worth of video that I was recording of that, and I kept talking through the video. My landlady said that he sold those trees to an American. So they were actually being taken to this other guy's property that wanted them planted in his yard. So at least they didn't get, destroyed or anything. They were actually going to be replanted somewhere else. But so I'm at least glad about that. But apparently, I guess he's going to be tearing down this old house and putting in a driveway and stuff over there, to get up to his new thing. Hey, Tan Man, I'm glad you made it. Because I was telling Leah, I don't know how long I'm going to be on here for because I'm tired. I keep yawning. I think I've run off some people in the chat because I'm so boring tonight. I just keep yawning. I'm just tired. I just think I didn't sleep as good as I was hoping I would last night because I had that tent thing over me. I know. Well, yeah, I'm telling you, man, I have just been every day. I think, okay, I'm going to skate today. And every day I've not. I have not skated since I went on Monday to that park where I left kind of early because I just had that uneasy feeling, which I still don't know what that was about. I still have no idea what that was about, but the whole time I was there, I just had this gut feeling like, I really don't think I need to be here. Oh, oh my gosh. Man, I love Hardee's. I miss Hardee's. Yeah, I'm getting ready to have my snack. I think I'm going to have the cheesecake again because I don't feel like going to the trouble of fixing a pie because I have an apple pie and I also have a mixed berry pie that's similar to the apple pie. But I haven't tried it yet. But I don't really feel like going through all that. It's too much hassle to have to put it in the oven. And I don't want to put it in the microwave because it just makes it yucky. So, and I'm almost out of milk. And I went all over the place today. Every place around here that sells milk sold out. I don't know what's going on with the milk situation. Yeah, and seeing I generally buy stuff on an as-needed basis. But lately, I've actually been buying a lot of those 7-Eleven pre-made meal things. Because I'm actually surprised. I'm finding more and more of these little microwavable meals at 7-Eleven that I actually like. They're actually really good. So I've been buying those a lot lately. Because in that way I can just have them in here and they're available, when I want them. Or I have them deliver it, if I'm too lazy to go out. Which sometimes that's the case, but anyway. Oh my gosh. See, I can't do that. I've tried to do that in the past, but it never works for me because I every day I'm like, what am I in the mood to eat? So it's like I like to eat things that I'm actually in the mood for. And so if I tried to prep things in advance, I might have a whole refrigerator full of crap that I'm not going to eat because if I'm not in the mood to eat it, I won't eat it. I mean, the only time I really would do that is like if I was making something that it's like a big batch of something where I know that this is going to last me for several days or something, but most of the time I just make stuff as I go. Like yesterday, I was in the mood for one of my wraps again. So I did go get some chicken just to make a couple of wraps. So I had one yesterday and one today for lunch. Yeah, well, I don't know. It's like I always feel like if I eat something that I'm really not in the mood to eat, I don't feel satisfied, and then I feel the need to eat something else. And so that's why, for me, I always just try to eat what I'm in the mood for when I can. I mean, sometimes I'm in the mood for things that I just cannot have because it's not available. So I'm not able to always do that, but whenever possible, I try to eat things I'm actually in the mood for. Yeah, and that's why I end up falling back on cereal so much of the time. Because a lot of times I can't really decide what I'm in the mood for. It's like I'll think about things in my head and I'm like, I don't really want that. I don't want this either. I don't really want that. So then I end up just eating cereal because that I always enjoy. So, but I haven't had any cereal today and I probably won't because I don't know when I'm going to be able to find any milk. I cannot believe that no one, I mean, I went to two different 7-Elevens, the CP Mart, and then I was going to go this one other place to see if they had some milk. And when I went over there, they weren't there no more. It was another one of those businesses that just suddenly was gone. Oh, I know. And this has happened before with the milk. And it's like, I don't know why that is, why sometimes they just run out because they've been out for a couple of days. Because I've checked both of these 7-Elevens over here, I've checked them in the last couple of days and they didn't have any, but I still had some. There was like days, because that's what's happened this time. I mean, it's like it's been several days now that I've gone into these 7-Elevens and neither one of them had any milk at all. And I kept thinking, well, certainly they're going to have it now. So I'd go in there, and then today, all the shelves are empty for the milk. And then the CP Mart was the same. Yes, I know. It's just kind of weird because it's like, I don't know. I mean, I guess a lot of people drink milk here, but there's only a few places you can actually buy a big container of milk. I mean, you can still go into some of these little shops and buy, a little teeny thing of milk like this, but that ain't enough for nothing. Not with my milk addiction. I mean, it's like I gotta have milk. That's why I start looking to buy another jug of it when I get to a half of a container. It's like as soon as that thing's like halfway full, half empty, half full, whatever you want to call it, I start going out to go get more because I'm like, I gotta have some milk. I cannot be running out of milk. But I haven't had any today because I don't know when they're going to get some more in, and I don't want to run out. But I don't know. That's what another reason why I'm thinking about having the cheesecake, because I don't really have to have milk with the cheesecake. But I probably would want some with the pie. Mm-hmm. Oh man. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. Hang on. So yeah, I'm gonna. Oh shit! Sorry. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do the cheesecake tonight. It's nothing new though. The blueberry, the one with the blueberry on top, and it's just this. I mean, it's so tiny. These things have gotten smaller and smaller. They're still charging the same amount for them, but they're definitely smaller than they used to be. I mean, they're really tiny. They're more like samples, but I mean, they are good. Yep. Isn't that the truth? So I did try out my tub slash pool yesterday, and it was pretty neat. And it was bigger than I thought it was going to be, which was nice. Um, I just tried it out in my shower because I wanted to make sure that it didn't have any leaks or anything like that. So I filled it about halfway of water yesterday when I got it and put it together, and then just let it sit there all afternoon until yesterday evening. And then that's when I got in and tried it out, and the water stayed in it, so I was really glad. Yeah, except for that I did fold it up, because you can fold it up and store it. So I've got it actually stored behind the door because the bathroom's so small. I thought about leaving it out, but it's kind of hard to open the door. Yeah, it's really neat. Because, I mean, literally all you have to do is you've emptied it out, you just kind of fold the legs in and it just kind of flattens out. So I've got it stored behind the door because otherwise, when you try to get in the bathroom, you can't really open the door very far. Plus, since the cats like to run in there and play and stuff like that, I was afraid that Poppy would go in there and like rip a hole in it or something, jumping in and out of it and playing in it and stuff. If it's empty, I could just see him jumping in there and ripping it up, getting zooms and going, you know. And suddenly he's like ripping holes in it. So I know. But it would be kind of cool if I could leave it out in there because it looks nice in there. But it's okay. I don't mind storing it because then it's like ready to go you know, whenever Linda's ready to do the live stream thing, because I'm going to take it outside. And I did buy a piece of this plastic stuff, which actually I can get it and show it to you, to put down on that gravel out there because that would not be comfortable. And I think that the gravel could poke holes in it. So I've got this thick plastic stuff. I'm going to grab it real quick. Hang on just a second. Yeah, I hear you, Oscar. Yeah. So, boy, this looks so different on the tablet. It actually does not look as green as it looks on here. It is green, but it's not, I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell, but it matches the colors outside, kind of, sort of. But this stuff, people use this here as like flooring, as tablecloths. But, it's like this big thing, and it's thick, and it's waterproof. And this is a big enough sheet of it that I can probably double it over just for extra protection, just to make sure, because I just don't want that tub thing to get ripped up. Yeah. So this way I can just put this on the ground and hopefully save the tub slash pool. And this was cheap. This was just a little over $2 for this thing. It wasn't that much at all. Yep. Yeah, it's real. I mean, it's like heavy, it's like heavy, thick vinyl or whatever. I mean, it's kind of like a vinyl, I guess. I don't know. But I think it'll work well. And it was easy enough to get because they use this stuff here all the time. No, I've never seen one. If there is one here, I've never seen it. I think that maybe some of, there are a couple of the beach resorts that have pools, but you have to, be staying at the resort in order to use it. So, but no, I've never seen like a public pool or anything like that here. But I guess, they probably don't really feel like they need it with the ocean here. They probably feel like, if people want to go swimming, there's a big old ocean right there they can go swim in. So I don't think they really want to do the pools. Yeah, they do. People swim there all the time. I've been swimming in the ocean good Lord, when the hell was that? I've been swimming in the ocean many times. It's been a while, though, since I've actually gone in there. But when I went before, I was never alone when I went swimming. But I wouldn't want to go now unless I had somebody with me, because I'm not comfortable going in the ocean by myself. Because, there was one time that I did go down. This is what keeps me from doing it, because there was one time that I had ridden my bike there. This has been several years ago, and felt like getting in, and I was by myself, and I got caught in a little tiny riptide, and I was about to panic because I could not get myself back, and somehow I managed to get over on the side or something and get out of the riptide. But I was really starting to panic because I was out there and I could feel myself getting pulled into the ocean further. Yeah, well, and I've never seen any sharks. Now, not to say that there aren't any out here, but I've never seen any. But man, that riptide thing scared me. And luckily, I think it was just a small one, because I was somehow able to get over out of it. But I don't remember how, even, because my heart was racing, because I kept trying to swim back to shore, and I wasn't even that far out really, but I kept trying to swim back to shore, and I was going nowhere. I was just going further into the ocean. Oh God, I was so scared. And by the time I managed to get out, I couldn't even leave for a little bit because I was shaking so bad that I couldn't get on my bike and even go home, because I had to like calm down for a little bit before I could even try to go, because my legs and everything were just like jello. They were shaking so bad. So yeah, after that, I will not get in the ocean by myself. I'm not comfortable. Maybe if there were a bunch of other people down there, but a lot of times I've been down to the beach and there's like no one there. It's not like beaches in America where you go and there's like tons and tons of people. It's very rarely like that. Sometimes there are more people than other times, but a lot of times when I've been down there, there's like no one around, and I'm certainly not going to get in the ocean by myself with no one around. I know. And maybe there are these days, maybe there are, but since I rarely ever go down there, I have no idea. The past couple of times I've gone to try to get that video of the full moon, there have been, a good handful of people or more down there, which is more than I usually see. But I think a lot of those people were probably there because they wanted to see the moon, you know, and they were maybe down there swimming around waiting for the moon to show up, you know, because that really is pretty when it comes up over the ocean. God, y'all can probably hear Slim over there. See, I don't know what they're going to do with Slim if they tear all that house down and put in that driveway. He won't be over here tied up like he usually is. They'll probably just tie him up closer to the house. I know. Well, I know it's it's hard to say. I mean, it's like in some ways I want to go, in some ways I'm paranoid to go, just because I used to live over that way and I don't like to go that way that much. I know. And lately I haven't been able to because they had torn out that whole road, you know, to put in the new one, which they're almost finished, finally, almost. But even now, when I go down to the end of the street, I have to like take my bike and kind of lift it up and put it onto the new section. And they've still got signs and stuff blocking it off in areas. So people can drive on it now, but it only went up to a certain point and they were still working on it. So I'm hoping they're going to be finished with that soon. But I couldn't even go that way to go to the beach for a while because they had that whole road torn out down there. So I couldn't even get there. I mean, I guess I could have if I'd have gone the long way around, but I don't know. It's just one of those things where I got to be in the mood to go, and sometimes I'm just like, I don't know. It's kind of depressing. It's like I want to be able to go and do those things and not worry about it, but I do kind of just have this like paranoia about going down there. Oh Lord, I hope Slim's not going to be howling and crying. I haven't even heard him much lately, and I saw him out running around today, and I was so happy. Made me so happy to see him running with some dogs down the street, and he looked happy. But he's not happy now because he's obviously chained up again. Ugh. I really wish they wouldn't do that. I hate that. I know. I feel so sorry for him. Guess who? Tan Man. You could probably hear him. Old Big Mouth over here. Tan Man says hello, Oscar. And he says hi back. Yeah, I don't know if you could notice in my video yesterday, Poppy actually meowed when I was showing the mosquito net tent on the bed. And I said the reason I got it was because of him, and I started filming Poppy. He was actually meowing when he was walking up. I was like, oh, because he has such a cute little meow. It's like, he's so adorable. I know. He has gotten big, which makes it even that much more painful when he runs across my face, because then it's like not only his claws digging into my flesh, but then, you know, it's all that weight on my face as well. So it's like, huh. But I'm hoping this net thing works. I mean, I don't know. It may not work. It worked okay last night, as long as I was able to keep yelling at him to stop climbing on the dang thing. But, and they've got some really fancy ones too. They've got some that like go up and make like this, almost like a room on top of your bed. And some of them have curtains that pull back and all this kind of stuff. So they've got some really nice ones. I just bought a cheap one because I thought, I'm not going to invest a lot of money in this if it doesn't even work. You know, it's like the other one might work actually better because it's really tall, and it really is. It's like this, it's almost like a room. It like makes your bed into like its own little room or something. But Excuse me. But yeah, it was pretty, I mean, it was pretty neat. And I mean, luckily, since it's mosquito net, the fan, can still come through. And, although I did feel like the fan wasn't quite as strong blowing on me, like it is when I don't have a mosquito net there. But I kind of need to clean my fan. So maybe after I clean it, I'll feel it more. But it was kind of neat. I liked it. And I like that, it fits the bed. It's the right size. And, so I was still able to stretch out all the way and all of that. But no, I haven't. I have not. I've been, I think about her very often. And I mean, for a while, I was, I had sent her a few messages that she didn't respond to. And then I went to go check to, was going to send her a message one day. And this has been a couple of months back already. And it said that this person has Facebook messages turned off. So I have no idea. I hope she's doing all right. Because it was just kind of strange that she just sort of vanished and, turned off her messages. And, and I couldn't even check her like Facebook page or anything. I mean, she like turned all that off. So I don't know. I hope so. I really hope so. Because I was so happy for her that, things were looking up and she got into that new house and she was so happy about it and everything. And I was so happy for her. So, so I hope she's doing okay. Y'all, I'm going to grab my cheesecake because I'm kind of wanting it now. So hang on a second. I'll be right back. Oh, Oscar. You just need to chill out. Yeah, you just need to chill, dude. Seriously. What? Why are you always whining? Oh, for heaven's sakes. Wine? What? You want some cheese with that wine? I swear. Crazy. Oh no. Now I hear lightning. Lightning. Oh God. Here we go. Y'all, I am going to be back in a little bit here. I'm trying to get the cheesecake thing, and then I hear lightning at the door. He's either at the door or in my bike basket. Hang on, lightning. I'm going to go let him in, I guess. Yeah, he's at the door. Alright, come on. You coming? You coming? Hurry up. Fuck. And I just don't puke or anything, okay? Yeah, y'all just play or something. Lord, I hear Slim over there. There's always something going on. Jeez. Oh, Lord. I should probably have this on a plate. Oh. Well, are there still people here? Here's my little dinky cheesecake. It's good, though. Just really small. Yeah, they've definitely gotten smaller with these things. Oh, Lord. Oh, hello, Green Rose. I didn't know you were here. Hang on, I missed your message. I'll catch it in a second. It's just in time for the snack. Thanks. I know, it's really a cool spoon. I love it. Hmm. Yeah. I can't believe I actually saved this from yesterday. So I bought it yesterday thinking I might eat it, but I didn't. Oh, nice. Well, that sounds good. I did soak in my new tub. I know, it was tempting. It really was. But I figured I'd hold off in case I wanted it tonight. Oh, God, I hope I don't end up dumping it on the floor. I really ought to put it on a plate instead of trying to eat it out of this dumb thing. Mmm. Sorry, y'all. We're going to have to hear Slim. Well, I don't know why I did this. I put hot water in it to begin with. But then I didn't get in it until later in the day because basically I let the water sit in there all afternoon. And then I got in it last night basically because I wanted to see if the water would hold, if it had any leaks or anything. So by the time I got in there, the water was cold. But it didn't really matter because as hot as it is, it felt kind of nice. Oh, Slim. That poor dog. I swear. Mm. Oh, please be please be nice to the dog. Yeah, some people like that. That's a bit much for me. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, sometimes it's nice to have some cold water when it's really, really hot, but I don't think I could plunge into it. Pouring some over myself is okay, but not plunging into it. Oh, mm, I really ought to know better than to eat out of these dumb little things. Mm. No, Lightning, please don't jump up. Mm. Yeah, this is good. And gone. Last bite. Mm. So yummy. Well, that's that. I know. There's only been a few times that I really wanted some cold water on me. One time was years ago when I went down to Krabi, and oh my God, it was so hot, and the car had broken down, and I felt like I was going to die. It was so hot. So I was taking like bottles of cold water and just pouring them all over me to try to cool off because it was just horrible. But it's rare that I want really cold water. unless I'm drinking it. And that was the thing on Monday when I went skating. I stopped at 7-Eleven and I bought this big thing of cold water. But by the time I got around to drinking it, it was all hot from being in the sun and everything. And it was like, ugh, it was nasty. You know, I don't like drinking room temperature water or warm water. Ugh. I just don't care for it. Oh, I get. It's like cold drinks need to be ice cold, and hot drinks need to be scalding hot. There really is no in between for me. I'm just picky that way. Yeah, it is to me. That's what it's like for me. And I know I've seen things, where they say it's really healthy to drink room temperature water. Ugh. Healthy or not, I don't like it. I need ice in my water, thank you. It needs to be really, really cold. Yeah, I don't know what's been wrong with me this week not skating. And I changed my wheels and I changed my laces in that video so that I could skate, and I haven't ever done it. Cannot believe I haven't done it yet. I don't know what's wrong with me. I mean, it's like I want to. I keep watching skating videos, which always is inspiring and, gets me motivated to do it, but then I still don't end up doing it. I don't know why. I guess part of it is when I'm doing it in here in the house, it's kind of a hassle because I have to move furniture out of the way, and then I have to go to all this trouble to put on all my gear and everything, even though I'm in the house. But I just feel safer doing it that way. And then I've just got this little space, so it's like, it's kind of, I don't know. But I am still nervous about going up to this place where I had the snake encounter. Just because there's nothing to grab a hold of. I mean, the space is there. There's plenty of space to skate, but it's just so open. And I'm just still paranoid. It's like, I don't know. I just really need to get past that. And I hope I will one of these days soon, because I really want to go and actually skate in a big space, where I've got room to actually turn around and, keep skating and not have to just go from one end to the sidewalk to the other end and then, turn around and then come back and, like this. I don't know. But I hope I get past it. I hear somebody scratching in the litter box in there. Is that you? Oh, Oscar. Oh, y'all. I don't know what to talk about tonight. I haven't done anything to talk about. I'm just like, I'm so boring. I'm telling you, I just am like such a boring person. And things that excite me are probably really boring to most people. It's like I get excited over the dumbest things. Like I get excited when I go to make an iced coffee and I have all the ingredients. It's like, yay. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I read that. All right. I thought I had missed something there, but I didn't. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Watch out, y'all, please. Ow, ow, ow. Lightning. He's like attacking my foot. God, he and Poppy. Oh, Lord. Well, I'm glad you do. I'm glad you like it. Who did I miss? Did I miss something? Oh, the chat is working again. Okay, was it not working? Yeah, I'm glad you liked that video. I was really disappointed though when I checked to see, how my changing the skate wheels and laces video did, and it's like, that's what I'm saying. This is why I don't. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad it's working again. Yeah, this is what I was saying when I was saying that I don't generally make videos like that where I have the camera focused on something and I'm doing things. Those videos never do anything. They fall flat. It's like I guess people don't want to watch them or something. Oh. So it's like, because every time I make a video like that, it hardly gets any views. And the same thing with this one. And I think it's a shame because I think that's a really relaxing video. I love the sound of taking those wheels off and putting the other ones on, and the sound of the laces and everything. To me, that is extremely relaxing. Well, thank you. I thought it was a great idea because, I mean, I love those sounds myself. So I thought, well, that would be a good video to do, because then not only do you get to hear the relaxing sounds, but, you can also learn something in case you ever want to take wheels off of skates and, whatever. So, it's like a little educational video at the same time. But, last I checked, it didn't have that many views on it. So, that's why I don't make videos like that. Because I know a lot of people do. A lot of the ASM artists will make a lot of videos where they've just got their camera focused on whatever, like Mary does. She does all those jewelry videos and stuff. I know, I think so too. But, you know, most of the ASM artists that do videos like that, they get thousands and thousands of views on their videos, and people love them, and tons of comments. But when I do them, nothing. I mean, just like almost nothing. They're just not. It just doesn't get anywhere. I know. I swear. Every time I check, to see what's my subscriber count, I'm always like, oh, still, I think the last time I checked, it was like 913 maybe. But it was up to like 913, and then it dropped to like 911, and then it went to 913 again, or something. It's just kind of, it does that, That's why it takes forever. Because I'll get a few, and then, oh, it says 914. Well, good. Tomorrow it'll probably be less than that, because that's generally what happens. I mean, seriously, I'll get one, and then I'll lose two, and then I'll get a couple more, and then it'll stay like that for a long time. And then I might get another one, and then I'll lose a couple, and so it's like, oh. I mean, it's like, I hope to God I'm not like 90 years old by the time I get to 1,000 subscribers, because that's what it feels like. It feels like it's just never going to get there. God. Ugh. Man. And I was watching some video. It wasn't ASMR. It was some other video where it was a live stream, and they had someone on their channel, and they were talking about this person that they had as a guest. They said, well, when we started our live stream, you had like 135 subscribers. And just in that live stream alone, they were already up to over 1,000 subscribers, just because they were on that person's live stream. So they literally got almost 1,000 subscribers within like the first hour of that live stream. And I'm just sitting there going, and the girl that got it, she was just like, oh, that's good. almost no reaction, I would have been like crying. I would have been sitting there going, "Oh my God." I mean, I would have been freaking out. I'd have been crying my eyes out, thanking everybody. And she just kind of didn't even react. It was like, "Oh, well, that's cool." I'm like, "Really? Oh my God." It's like, do you have any idea how hard it is for some of us to get there? 6 years and I'm still not there? And you got it in an hour. God. It just blows my mind sometimes how some people just don't, it's like it doesn't really matter to them, I guess. They don't, it's not a big deal. To me, it's a huge deal. It's like, y'all don't even know, man. Oh my God. Oh well. Maybe someday. It would be nice though if by the end of the year, if I could get there anyway. But we'll see, I suppose. And then I don't know about the view times and stuff, and they're always changing the rules. So it's like I don't really know anymore what I've actually got to have in order to qualify for monetization and stuff. I don't know. I hope you're right. I hope so. Excuse me. Yeah, I just can't even hardly imagine. And it always gets me when I see people, they'll post on their community page, thank you for however many, 60,000 subscribers, 100,000 or whatever. And every time I see that, I'm like, man, I can't even imagine. It's like I literally can't even wrap my head around what that would feel like to have 70,000 subscribers or 100,000 or whatever. It's like I can't even comprehend that because it's like it's hard enough for me to even comprehend getting to 1,000, let alone all those. But I mean, I'm always glad for the people that get there. That's always really nice, and I'm happy for them. Then I'm all sad for me. I'm like, why can't it be me? Oh God. Huh. I think I finished my tea, and I really shouldn't drink anymore. I've been drinking way too much tea today. I know, seriously. God, I know. Yep, I sure have. Put in a lot of time and effort for nothing. Oh well. But I am going to celebrate though. Excuse me. Seriously, whenever I do finally get there, I'm going to have like a celebration live stream or something for sure because I'm going to be so excited. Yeah, I know. I guess. That I have so many, there's like, I have my own personal reasons for why it's extremely important for me to finally get there. I mean, it's like reasons I can't express on here of why it is so important for me to get there. So, yeah, anyway. So, yeah, I've been trying to figure out like what I'm going to do for my next ASMR video. Because I actually did it early this week. I've been making them, for some reason, I've been making my videos on Thursdays. I'm not really sure why. That's usually when I do it, but this week I actually did it on a Wednesday. So I guess that means next week I'm going to have another one out by Wednesday, so it's not past a week. Because I definitely can't make videos every day at this point. I was for a while, though. For a little while I was making them every day, but then I kind of stopped doing that. I know that would be so cool. I would love to have a join button. I would. I'd love to have a join button. think that'd be neat. I don't know what happened to True Crime Time. He had watched, I think it was, or he had commented on my ASMR live stream last week. And because he said something about, oh, he missed it or something, he missed it or something. I'm like, well, that's okay. And I asked him, I said, well, when are you going to do your next live stream? And he said, tomorrow. Well, I have been checking for a notification for that live stream all week long, and he never did it. And I mean, maybe it was because of the holiday with 4th of July or something. Maybe he just, didn't do it because of that. But I was so disappointed. I was like, oh, I was really looking forward to seeing his live stream. Probably. But he does have a members only scheduled for the 10th. So I'm really excited about that because now I'm a member. Now he's the only channel I'm a member to. Because I had to stop being a member on that other channel I was following because she never puts up videos. And I thought, well, there's really no point in being a member if you're never going to put up a video to watch, so now I'm just a member on his channel. And he's got a members live set, so that's going to be cool. Oh, no. Well, that's a shame. Oh, and y'all, I ordered more of those snake repellent balls. I went ahead and ordered another package of them because I thought, even though I've got plenty around this area, I want them all around the whole house. So I went ahead and ordered some more because they had their 7/7 sale, with it being July 7th. Lazada has, every month they have a sale that's, whatever day of the week, or month, whatever. Like this month, 7/7. So they had them on sale. So I went ahead and ordered another package of them. I hope they work. I really do. I was worried though, because I have one hanging near the bird feeder. And so I kept watching this morning because I saw the birds up there, but they weren't going down to the feeder. And I thought, oh no, I hope it's not repelling them so that they don't want to eat. But eventually I did see them eating out there. So I was like, okay, that's good. Because I really didn't want to have to move them because they're in areas where I really need those things to be at. Because those are areas where the snakes sometimes come in from. So I was glad that it didn't seem to repel the birds. And it doesn't seem to be stopping the roosters or anything either. So that's good at least. But I definitely needed to make sure I had those out there for whenever I do that pool video with Linda. Because I don't want to be sitting out there in the pool and then be surprised by an unwanted visitor. Because that would not be cool at all. Because I've been paranoid to go out there. It's like, even still, I'm a little paranoid when I go out there. Because I'm always looking around, because like you just never know where they might be. Because they might be right there and you don't really notice them because they might just kind of be hidden, in things or along the side of the wall or something. So it's like I'm always like looking around trying to make sure there's not one hiding someplace that, I don't like them. They are. They're just creepy. I don't want nothing to do with them. I don't want them anywhere near me. And I do like having one hanging on my doorknob thing or right above my doorknob out here. Because it's like back there, when I go to open my door, it's like, that's where a lot of, I store a lot of stuff out there. So they could, easily get into any of that stuff that I've got stored. And that makes me really nervous. So I'm hoping if I have them out here. Yes, I have. Knock on wood, I've not had a snake in this house. But I have had a scorpion in this house once that thankfully I was able to get rid of. I managed to get it out of here. I was freaking out. When I lived at the other house, though, there were a couple of times that there were snakes that got into the house because I had a cat that looked very much like Lightning, wherever in the heck he went. Oh God, I forgot he was in here. I had an orange cat looked a lot like Lightning, and he would bring them in. Luckily they were just the garden snakes, so they weren't dangerous, but still, he would bring them in the house and then be like chasing them around and playing with them, and I was like screaming and freaking out, and I'm like, get it out of here, because I was scared it was going to hurt him, even though they're not supposed to be dangerous. But I thought, what if he wraps himself around his neck or something? So I just no, I don't want him. I don't want him in my house, and it's scary because you just never know. I know. And I'm always paranoid because it's like you just don't know if they're gonna find a way in someplace that you don't know that they're gonna get in, like the toilet. I've seen horrifying stories here in Thailand of people that would go to use their toilet, and there would be one coming up out of the damn toilet, and so that freaks me out. That really freaks me out. So yeah, I want to put those little repellent things all around this house on the outside so that hopefully they don't come anywhere near here. Especially, because I'm in here by myself. I don't have anybody that's going to like help me get rid of it, And I don't want my animals in danger. It's like that terrifies me too, is that, the cats, they think, oh, so, something I can chase after, something I can try to go get and play with or whatever. It's like, no, 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 no. I know I'm not a fan of either one. I don't want them near me. Yeah, those now I'm gonna be creeping and crawling. I've got the creepy crawlies. Creepy crawlies. Oh my God. I'm scared now. Oh. But those repellent things are supposed to repel scorpions and stuff too. So, yeah, I hope they hurry up and send those things. And it's coming through Cary. So hopefully it gets here quick once they finally ship it. But usually when they have these promotional sale things, it usually takes them a while to ship stuff because I think they like to ship in bulk, because they know a lot of people order stuff. Ugh. Yeah, see, I'm always afraid. And sometimes when I'm riding my bike down the street, I'll be riding, I'll see one squished in the road, and I'm like, oh, God, it's, ugh. Even though it's dead, it still freaks me out. I'm like, oh, God. I don't like things with like, I'm just, ugh. Oh, God, Poppy's got the zooms. Oh, dear. Lightning, what are you doing? I'm afraid because Lightning, I've not been paying attention. Oh God. I may have to let Lightning back out. I don't know what he's been doing. I wasn't watching. I forgot he was in here. I'm glad you do. I mean, good Lord, we talk about some weird shit on here sometimes. We talk about some gross stuff and creepy stuff and boring stuff. I don't know. Just hanging out, having conversations. But I am going to have to go check on Lightning here, I think, because he's in the other room and I can't see what he's doing. And I don't want to have to be, dealing with the after effects if he needs to go out, because I don't know why he won't use the litter boxes. I have 2 litter boxes in there. Both are cleaned out, but he will not use it. Even if it's a brand new, completely clean, like scrubbed out clean, brand new litter, he won't go in there. He just wants to spray on stuff. And it's like, no, you are not doing that. So hang on one second. Let me go check and just see what he's up to, because I can't see him. Lightning, what are you doing? Lightning, get out of there. What are you doing? Lightning, get out. Get out. Oh, for God's sakes. Lightning. Jesus. I knew I needed to come in here. Come on, you're going out. Come on. Come on. Lightning. Now get on out of here. I can't be watching you. Oh, Lord. Jesus. Oh. All right, sorry. It's a good thing I went and checked. I'm like, I go in there and I don't see him anywhere. I'm like, where in the heck is he? And then I realize he'd gotten into my dang wardrobe. He's in there climbing around in the wardrobe, knocking stuff out on the floor. I'm like, oh, God. It's like having children or something, I guess. I wouldn't know since I don't have kids, but, you know, for me, they're my kids, and they act like kids, bratty kids half the time. God. There's that maniac. I think we're about to hear the gate. Sounds like my landlady's scooter. Yep, they are. Oh, how old is Lightning? Yeah, well, see, that's just it. See, whenever I moved here, he was already an adult cat. So he had already started spraying before I ever met him. And then, you know, once I got him neutered, it doesn't stop it, because it's like you have to get them neutered before they start spraying, or they will continue to spray even after they're neutered, unfortunately. I mean, there might be a rare exception, but pretty much the majority of cats will continue to spray once they've started doing it, even after they're neutered. So if I had known him when he was still a kitten and could have gotten that done before he started that, then I wouldn't have this problem. But, I mean, he's been, knock on wood, he's been good since I've been letting him in, but I do try to keep an eye on him too. But there have been a couple of nights that he actually stayed in during the night, because I was ready to go to bed and he was asleep. So I let him stay in, and then I would wake up and I'd be looking for him and, you know, let him out. Because sometimes he would let me know he wanted to go out. But, ugh. Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping he's better at it, but I still see him. I see him spraying outside. So he still marks his territory out there. I just hope he's not going to do it in here, because I just cannot deal. Oh my God, I cannot deal with that smell. It's terrible. Sorry for anybody in here listening to all this talk. They're probably like, God, these conversations. Just, yeah, we talk about pretty much anything and everything in here. It's just, you just never know. You never know from week to week what in the world we're going to be talking about. Just whatever we feel like. Whatever happens to pop up. God. Yep, this and that. Exactly. That's why I named this channel that, because I thought, you know, I'm going to just be talking about a little of this and a little of that. So, you know, whatever I feel like. I do want to go make more videos of me skating as I progress. But I am embarrassed, y'all. I'm serious. It's like, and it's not the padded pants that I'm embarrassed about. I mean, you know, I'll just put it out there. I'll just say it. I didn't say it in my video. It should be obvious what I'm embarrassed about. But, you know, most people would say, oh, you're very blessed to be so well endowed. But no, I'm not. It's a nightmare to have big boulders hanging off of your chest. I'm sorry, but it is. It's horrible. God. Oh, God, it's miserable, and it's embarrassing, because it's like, you know, I want to put these videos up of me skating and making progress and all of that, but it's like that's all you see. I mean, it's like I really was hesitant to put that video up the other day because I was just like, that's all you see. It's like I want people to watch me skating, but it's like you can't see anything but that. And it's just, oh my God, it's so awful. That's why whenever I make my videos and stuff, I try to never show anything but this of me. That's the reason. Because it's like, once you go down any lower, it's like, oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm serious. I talk, I'll just say it, I try not to say it in videos, but and this is a live stream, so we're just talking about whatever, but it's the truth. I mean, it's embarrassing. And it is for me every time I go out. It's like, I just feel like that's just like, oh God, it's awful. But anyway, so that's what makes it hard for me to make the videos of me skating because, unless I'm just getting my feet, which I'd rather do, I'd rather just, have video of just my feet just skating by. Yeah, it's rough being me sometimes, I'll tell you. Oh my Lord. Yeah, I probably ought to delete this video when I'm done. I just make it private. Oh my God. But, whatever. It's just the truth of the matter. And I'll be open about it. Like I said, I didn't really say it on the video, but I figured, well, if people are watching it till the end, they're probably going to realize what I'm talking about. But then I was thinking, well, they might think I'm talking about those padded pants because it's like, here's me, and then it's like, this big old huge, butt looking thing, and it's like, that's actually padded pants. It's not really my butt. But I didn't mention the padded pants in the video. But oh well, whatever. I don't know. I'm just me and I say things and I'm way too open and honest, I think, sometimes about things. And I just say stuff. And then later I'm like, why did you say that? Why were you talking about this? Have you lost your mind? Oh well. Welcome to my channel, y'all. Well, thanks. Oh my God. Oh well. I think these days people pretty much talk about, all kinds of stuff anyway. It's not that shocking, I guess. So, and I always make all of my videos and even my live streams, I always have it set for not for children. I just think it's better to do that. I don't necessarily want people to think that any of my videos are made for children because they're not. So, well, thanks. Oh, Lord. Ugh. Sometimes, though, I don't know. I think I just run my mouth too much. I say way too much at times, but but that's what I love about Linda, because Linda will say things. She'll talk, but she'll just be open about all kinds of stuff, and that's what I love about her. She's just herself. She doesn't try to be something she's not. She doesn't try to, hold back and or whatever. She just says what's on her mind, and I love that. I respect that. I think that is part of what makes her as awesome as she is. Yeah, and that's the thing too. That's why, I try to do that as much as I can. I mean, sometimes I do question, why would you talked about this or that, whatever. But at the same time, it's like I'm just going to be me and, still try to, make sure I'm following the, YouTube rules and regulations and stuff. But For the most part, I'm just going to be open about, most things. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to be, you know, open about everything, but I mean, it's just, we all have to have some things that we don't talk about out here in YouTube land. But, but I don't know. But I think we need to be ourselves. We need to be able to be ourselves and hope that people like us for who we are. Because I don't want to ever be something I'm not. And I don't ever want to come across as someone that I'm not. Yeah. But that's the thing. It's like a lot of people, I think, with so much, and you hear it all the time, that a lot of people on social media, they try to portray themselves as something that they're really not. They try to, make them have this image like, oh, I'm this or I'm that and blah 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 whatever, and it's not really who they are at all. And it's like I don't ever want to be like that. I don't. I want to be me, and you either like me or you don't, and you know, and that's it. I think some of that comes with my age, though. It's like I used to worry about what people thought about me, when I was younger. But now that I'm older, it's like, well, if you don't like me, okay, whatever. Mm-hmm. Yep. I agree. Oh God. Oh geez. Oh Lord. Here we go. Now Poppy and Oscar are playing. Oscar just ran up under the bed, and Poppy's looking for him. They're playing hide and seek. But when they get like this, I just never know. It's like, and now I have to always be watching my feet because, like, I've got scratches on the top of my foot from where Poppy had the zooms and was running through really fast and went over the top of my foot. And I'm like, great, thanks a lot. And that took a few days to heal up to where it wasn't like excruciatingly painful. And I'm like, that's just wonderful. You know, if I go to put on the skate on this foot, it's going to hurt. It's finally starting to heal up, but I mean, it's like I have to watch everything because he just flies around here like a lunatic. Good Lord. So, yeah. Anyway, I've actually been on here for almost an hour and a half. I'm surprised because I really didn't think I was going to be on here, but maybe an hour since I was feeling all tired. I feel a little bit better now, though, that I had that cheesecake. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think tomorrow I'll try my, I know it is flying. I think tomorrow I'll try that mixed berry fruit pie thing. Oh God. Y'all, please don't get too crazy. I'm not up for it. I'm not up for any destruction or pain. Because I'm telling you, man, when Poppy gets going, he doesn't think about where he's running. He doesn't look. He doesn't care. He's just got a goal in mind to just run as fast as he can. And if you're in his way, oh well. Too bad. Oh, Lord. But hopefully he gets us out of his system early so that when I do go to bed, he'll hopefully be calmer. I don't know if you can hear the noises he's making in there. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe about to rearrange furniture or something. Oh God, he's starting the little. Oh shit, here he comes. Oh my God. Yeah, he's bouncing off the wall, Skid. When he first came running in here, he looked, you know how those cats, when they poof up and they do this like crab jump thing? That's how he entered the room. Oh my God. He is such a nut. Pardon me. What a character. Oh God, he's tiring though, I'll tell you. Him and Oscar both. Oscar tires me out with all of his constant crying at me. You know, crying and crying because he wants me to go over there and open up the container that the food is in and get out a little handful and put it down on the little tray for him to eat it. And then I do that, and he'll take like 2 bites and then walk away. And then a few minutes later, he's coming back at me again, wanting me to do it again. And I'm looking over there going, the pile of food that I just gave you is still on the tray. But he doesn't want that pile. He wants a brand new pile. He tires me out. I love him. He is. He's such a character. I love him dearly, though. I really do. And Poppy's just a little madman. He's just crazy. He's so cute, though. And it was funny because I always forget about Facebook. I swear I do. I forget about it. And I happen to remember a few days into the month, I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot to change my cover photo for the month for my cat page. And then I posted a picture of Poppy or something. I don't know. Or maybe, it was the cover photo I put up there of Poppy. And my friend Jackie, she had seen the thing and she commented and she was like, she said something about his face looks like he's been stuck his face in a jar of peanut butter. And I'm like, yeah, that is what it looks like. So now I'm like calling him peanut butter face because it does. It kind of looks like he's got peanut butter around his face. He's such a cutie. And I was noticing today because Lightning was laying on the bed asleep. And I was sitting there right next to him. And Poppy jumped up there because he wanted to nurse on the blanket. And so Poppy laid his body over Lightning while he was sleeping. So, he's laying across him. And I was noticing that, Lightning, his fur is kind of more like a tannish orange. And Poppy's fur looks really red. I mean, I was like, wow, I didn't really notice it because the way the light was coming in from, natural light was coming in, I could really see the difference in their fur color. I mean, I knew it was different anyway, but it was like really obvious today how red Poppy's fur is. He's so cute. I just love that little guy. And I saved the very first picture I ever took of him when I had gone to that place where the woman had all the different cats and I was going to go look for a cat. And I took a picture of him and he was kind of like climbing up in the cage to, try to get my attention. It's a blurry picture, but I saved it because it was the very first picture I ever took of him. So I took a picture of him and a couple of the other cats so that I could come home and think about it, And I just kept thinking about him. And I kept looking at his picture. And then I finally sent that woman a message and sent the picture and said, this is the one I want. And he was actually supposed to be promised to somebody else, but they never showed up. I know. Because she kept telling me, she's like, yeah, well, but, somebody else was supposed to come get this cat. So somebody else had already said they wanted him, but they never came and got him. So I was like, well, I'm here for him. I'm ready to take him. And I was so glad I did. So glad. Because, man, he really helped me heal from Biscuit so much. I can't even say, just how much. Him coming into this home, 4 days after Biscuit passed away, made a huge difference in the healing process. I mean, it helped tremendously because I have a tendency in the past, whenever I lose a pet, I'm devastated, like for weeks and months. And I mean, sometimes it can take me a long time to get past that, constantly wanting to cry. But he helped me so much with that. So I am so thankful that everything worked out just like it did. I mean, it was amazing how all of that worked out for me to get him. I'm so glad I did, even though he's dangerous. He's definitely dangerous. I mean, it's like I was starting to think I was going to have to start sleeping with a suit of armor or something to try to protect myself. I just hope that that net thing is going to keep working. I do kind of like it, though. It's kind of neat. And it, obviously is going to help keep mosquitoes off of me, too, because mosquitoes here are terrible. Oh. Well, but I mean, cats can live for a lot longer because believe me, when my cat Sebastian was getting near 10 years old, I got so paranoid, and I was constantly paranoid because I was like, oh my God, he's like 10 years old now. But he lived to be 23. So, you know, you never know. I mean, they can live a lot longer than you think they will. And I was so glad he did. Oh my God. I loved that cat so much. Because he was my very first cat I ever got. And he was, man, I'm telling you, he was my best friend. I used to, every time I would like clean my apartment, he would get up on the back of my neck and I would clean my entire apartment with him just draped across my neck. And then, sometimes I'd go to make the bed and he would be in the bed and I would manage to make the entire bed with him in it. I mean, I would be able to slip the covers underneath him so that I could pull the covers about, up. And I mean, I learned how to make a bed with him in it. And he was just great. And I used to dance with him all the time and stuff. And he was just, he was an awesome cat. Solid black. Love that cat, man. I'm telling you what. That's why I have such a love for black cats, because of him. Because he was my first one, and he was one of the best cats I've ever had. That cat was awesome. So yeah, I think about him a lot too. But I was fortunate. 23 years. That was a long time. I do too. They get such a bad rap, and it's a shame. It's a shame because they say, when people go in to adopt cats and stuff, they're always the ones that people overlook. They don't want the black ones because they've got this stupid idea that, oh, they're bad luck. That's a bunch of bullshit. I have, when I had Sebastian, I had some of the best luck of my life. I mean, I'm serious. I was always I'd win things. I had good luck all the time when I had him in my life. It's like, it's just dumb. I don't know why people think they're bad luck. It's such a joke. And they're some of the sweetest cats. They've got such wonderful personalities. They're so loving. They're so sweet. And people are really missing out. And they're gorgeous. I mean, they're like little mini Black Panthers, They're just like absolutely beautiful. I don't know why people don't want black cats. They are. They're wonderful. Every time I see one, if I'm out somewhere and I happen to catch one, out of the corner of my eye, I'm like, oh, man. Because I just love them. I think they're gorgeous. Oh, well. And I probably ought to get off here. I can't believe I've actually been on here like an hour and 40 minutes almost. What time is it? I guess it's like, what, 8 something? Yeah, I guess it's still kind of early, but I am tired. And I've still got to set up my coffee pot for tomorrow. So I always do that before I go to bed. I always put my coffee and my water in and everything so that it's ready to go So when I get up to feed the cats, I start that coffee maker. And it's always timed perfectly. I get up, I start that, I feed the cats, I go feed the roosters, and move my fan out of the way because I always have to move stuff around. Anyway, and by the time I'm done with all these little things that I do, the coffee's done brewing, and then I can have my coffee. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Well, that doesn't sound like fun. The picking up branches doesn't sound like fun, but the mowing sounds fun. I love to mow the lawn. I do. That's why I wish I had better grass out here. I wish I had grass that I could actually mow more often. But it's like I only get these little tiny spots where the grass grows. So it takes me like no time at all to mow that. And I'm like, well, that was kind of boring. It's like I actually want a yard with lots of full grass that I can actually mow. Because I enjoy it. I'm always so envious of Mary's yard. You know, when she shows her yard and everything, and she talks about mowing the grass, I'm like, oh, you're so lucky. But of course, now she's like pawned that job off on her son, which surprises me since she loves to do it. Oh, no. Oh, well, that sucks. It gets like that sometimes here too, but that's why I've been uh, watering my grass because I don't want it to get like that. I just can't stand it. That's why I started paying the landlady extra when I give her the rent. I give her extra money for the water bill. Because I mean, I'm not even technically, I don't have to pay for the water, but I give her extra because I am going to be using more water, you know, when I'm watering the lawn and stuff. So then I don't have to feel guilty about it. But yeah, I like for my grass to be green. And it doesn't take much here for it to turn brown. Mm. Well, I actually really like my hose, that expandable hose. It's really cool because it doesn't take up much space, you know, when there's no water in it. When you turn it on, it expands. Except that I've had some problems with them. I've had two of them now that ended up with holes in them and stuff, but oh God, but I do like them. Y'all, please don't get crazy. Oh gosh. Well, I'm probably going to get off of here. It's been a while and the cats are getting kind of nuts, which means they could knock this tablet stand over at any moment. Because they just, I mean, they will run so fast that I don't have time sometimes to even react to anything. Yeah, I see you. I see you. Little maniac. Anyway, well, I hope that you have a great day. Everybody, you know, that's here. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. And what is this, Friday? Yeah, it is Friday. And a great weekend. And I think I scheduled my ASMR live stream for Sunday. Every week I think I've scheduled it, and then I'll go check it and it won't be there. So let me know, Tan Man, if you don't see it listed or something, let me know because it should be there. I'm pretty sure I scheduled it. I think. All right. Well, I hope you'll be there. I really do. I hope you'll be there and on time would be great. But, you know, if you can't, it's okay. But I hope you're there because it's always nice to have you there. And hopefully I'll get more videos up on this channel. Maybe I'll have something to talk about. I don't know. I gotta do more. I just don't do enough. So I'm just not. I don't have a whole lot to talk about these days, except for skating. You know, and I don't even have that to talk about this week since I kind of slacked off on that. Oh, Lord. I got to get back to it. Anyway, thanks for coming in, everybody. I appreciate you being here, and I hope you'll stick around and watch my videos and all that stuff. And, you know, 'cause I'm I'm enjoying it. I enjoy doing it. I just hope that y'all will stick around to watch them and come back for the live streams because, you know, they're just, well, they're like this. My live streams on this channel are like this. They're just talking and whatever. Never know what we're going to talk about, clearly. Anyway. So anyway, oh God, here we go. Okay, they're getting crazy again. So I'm going to go now. Thanks for coming in, everybody, and have a great weekend. And I'll talk to you hopefully on Sunday, Tan Man and whoever else might want to go the ASMR live stream.